Hello, everybody. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast, Spiritual Sense. And in this podcast, I go over a variety of topics in regards to the supernatural, paranormal, pagan belief systems and practices, hauntings, curses, angels, demons, to name a few. And so I also incorporate a tarot card reading that I try to do every day. Okay, depends on how I'm prompted. Oftentimes, I'm visited by spirits in regards to doing my tarot card reading. It could be on a variety of topics. It's not necessarily on one specific thing. It could be on some insight, a particular personal situation. Also, I've already said my prayer. I do pay homage and give offerings to orishas or deities. Um, Yamaya being one, Osiris, Bashet, and Shingo. These are the deities that I pay homage to. And they protect me and shield me and guide me from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. As it is said, it is so. I declare and I decree in your name. So, many times people may say, okay, why would God or why would a deity tell you to do the unthinkable as such? But when you think on a higher scale, many times when it's a message, you are being driven and guided by spirits. And you may not receive that revelation, but I may receive the revelation as to whatever the situation may be. And so once I receive that higher enlightenment, it lets me know, okay, now as this has happened, this shall cease as well, okay? Now, it may not customarily make sense to the average person, but, when you look at it on a bigger scale, you would get the understanding and the message, okay? So, with the tarot card reading, I favor the Celtic Cross, which is a 10-card spread. I also may do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card spread. Like, say, for instance, I may have a question about something, or a person comes to mind, and then boom, I'm guided to do a reading on a particular person. Okay. Oftentimes, I am aware when something is about to happen with a particular person. But I keep it to myself because it's not my business, I feel like, to indulge everything that God reveals to me. Okay? It's not my place. I'll put it that way. It's not my place. And that's what it means when I say I don't do personal readings unless you ask me to do one. If it just so happened that, oh my gosh, I'm into tarot card reading, let me know what my future holds in terms of my finances and things of that nature. And then I proceed to lay the cards out, and then I can kind of guide you on how you can interpret the card, but ultimately you're going to interpret the card based on what is revealed to you. So I don't like just go off and say, oh, okay, well, God told me to tell you this. No, I'm not going to say that. Well, put it this way. I have mentioned that it refers to a message that needs to get out in regards to your health and well-being. But what I mean by that is, in terms of something that will be considered unfavorable, is what I'm getting at. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my gosh, it revealed to me that you're going to be in a car accident. Or, oh my gosh, it revealed to me that, you're going to lose your job or something like that. Even though it may speak those things to me, it's not my place to tell you that, unless you are one of those people who are very candid with, the information that you get, and you're like, okay, just give me the gusto. Okay, then I will do so. So that's what I mean when I say I don't do personal readings. Like, I don't know you in that manner to just give out that type of information, because oftentimes people feel as though you're speaking a curse against them. when it's something that's already in the cards prior to them even, whatever. Okay? You have to explain this to people because, you do have, put it this way, you do have, I feel like, bad omens on people. And sometimes people are very negative, and they can bring that bad karma and negativity to you that can help perpetuate that energy. But if it's already presented itself, is I didn't bring anything that was already there. Okay? So, with the 10 card spread, the Celtic Cross, you have card 1 being on the situation, person, or thing. It could be some insight or clarity on the situation. You have card 2. This is the obstacle. And bear with me just one moment because I got my tripod set up that I just bought. And it don't want to cooperate with me. And I guess it's because of I don't know. And maybe it's best if I just leave. I think it's probably best if I just leave the camera off of the tripod. Because that's holding up more weight than need be. Okay. So I think I'll do it that way. I think that works best. Alrighty. But it did come with the, I didn't pay but $10 for it. Is more child friendly, type of device, but I do have my phone on there. And I probably need to use my other phone versus my regular phone, because I do have my Spreaker Studio on my other phones as well. This phone here is a little bit more heavier. Anyway, it did come with a light and a phone. Okay. Anyways, back to where I was getting at. So, card 2 is going to be the obstacle or hindrance or the barrier. Card 3 is going to be what's above the situation or what you're trying to attain. Card 4 is going to be the reason or root of the issue. Card 5 is the past or what's occurring. Card 6 is the future or what is occurring. 7 is the attitude. 8 is what's surrounding. 9 is hopes, fears, and dreams card. And 10 is the outcome. So I've already said my prayer. I did my Florida water spray. And I'm going to do 2 more episodes today because I did promise that I was going to do a little bit more research on Ouija board. And then I'm going to also do some talks on Florida water. And I guess I'm going to entitle this spiritual use of spirit tools, spirit communicating tools is what I'm going to entitle this episode after I do this one, where I'm going to speak on Ouija board, Florida water, different instruments or things that are used for communication piece. Okay. So let me spread my cards out, and I'm going to begin to do my reading. Somehow, just now, I feel like this reading is in regards to a natural disaster. It just came in my spirit just now as I began to spread my cards out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I feel like this reading is in regards to a natural disaster, and just let me know an earthquake. And I know there's thousands, probably even, countless a number of earthquakes that occur every day. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Okay, so I feel as though this is going to be it's going to be an earthquake that's going to transpire. Um, because I did some research on earthquakes. There's some thousands of earthquakes that occur globally below a certain measurement on the seismic Richter scale. But I feel like this is going to be a significant earthquake, is what I feel. Something is letting me know that this earthquake is going to be towards the west. It's going to be towards the west, I feel. It's an earthquake that's going to happen towards the west. It's going to be very significant. And when I say the west, I'm talking about the west of the country, outside of the country, towards the west. Okay? It's going to be very significant. It's going to be an impactful earthquake, is what I feel. I have card 1, 6 of Swords. It's going to be to a point where they're going to need to do some aid and relief, is what I feel. That barrier or the issue, King of Cups. I feel like it's something political that is going on. And as a wake-up call, God is going to enlighten this particular region as regards to the humanities that are occurring and some corruption that is happening within the political aspect of that particular country. That's what I feel. I have what's above the situation, 9 of Cups. I feel as though this is he's trying to get to the political parts of that country, because they have become very contentful, meaning they become very lackadaisy, and there's no movement to try to make any changes or upkeep or anything that's relevant to that particular country or region. And I feel like it's going to take some moving and some shaking in order to get it going. That's what I feel. Somehow I feel like it's to the west of our country, like where we are, our country being the USA. So to the west of the USA, if you're standing in the center of the USA facing south, it's to the west, okay? What would be considered the west. Outside of the USA. So what is to the west of that? We have a variety of things that's to the west. You have Asia, you have Russia, all of those countries. Is it one of those particular countries? Could very well be. I don't know. It's not giving me the information right now. But I do show the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands as the root of the issue. This is the reason. I also feel as though there's some alternative things that are occurring within this country. Like, it's something that is abnormal. So I don't know if it's abnormal in terms of belief systems or relationship that whoever the overseer or the the highest person of that country is in. But I do show that this is one of the reasons that this is going to happen. To the left, I have Page of Pentacles. There's going to be a sign that's going to be unleashed. Somehow, it's giving me a sign that this person is doing some things with younger males, and I feel like it's a male in himself. That's what I feel. It's to the west, and it's going to be an earthquake that's going to occur to enlighten them that this is what is going on. Because oftentimes people are honestly thinking that a lot of these natural disasters are just happening, and they are happening by way of God, by way of. So you have to understand that we are being monitored. just in case no one has, taken your fancy to let you know, we are. And many times they'll put all of them in the same spot, and then they will cause an uproar. And this is how life happens. It's not just, oh my gosh, based on science. Yeah, it is based on science and, the natural, but it's also we are under the guidance of we as tangible people, we are being what? We are being used as vessels to carry out whatever cause that is. But I do feel as though this is someone who is into, I don't know if he's into escorts. Something is letting me know that this person, who is a political person in the West, is soliciting male escorts. And it's going to be a boom that's going to happen in order to expose it. That's what I feel. I have two of swords. So this person does not feel as though people are aware of it. This is the thing that is so significant about it. This is how come a lot of times they try to, monitor who's going in and out and things of this nature. But I honestly feel as though this person is blindsided. Like he has no clue as to the fact that people are aware and know. And this goes to show you how when a person is demonically led, how a shield will be placed over them to where they have no inclination at all. They will have an idea, but they think people really don't know. And they honestly believe things on a smaller scale, simpler scale of things. And you have to enlighten them on what that is. Okay? So card 7, I have Queen of Cups. I feel as though that there has been some women to come in this person's life to enlighten him as to what it is that he's dealing with, and that he needs to change his ways and with whom he is sleeping with. Because, they think that a lot of these things are happening just by happenstance, and they're not aware that when you are in a position of authority, people look up to you, and many times you will begin to see in other people what they see in people who has eyes to see will begin to see and know what that person in authority is doing, because they will begin to spiritually mimic that person. And that's how you would know. And when someone is not spiritually in tune, they have no inclination whatsoever. Okay? Card 8, I have Ace of Swords. So it's going to take, somebody is going to send this person a sign, as they have been for quite some time, to alert him. Because what they do is they cover each other up. They do it by way of a death. Either a birth or a death, to cover it up. This person is gone. That means that this person is strongly into this. Like, this is something that's been going on for quite some time. It's a demon, and it cannot be restored. It can't be, there's nothing can be done about it. This person is far gone in it. And so card 9, I have Death card. I feel as though, I'm not trying to wish any ill will on anybody, but I do feel as though this person he feels as though he cannot control it. It's a stronghold. And I also feel as though that this person desires to transition. I really do. I honestly do. That this person desires to transition because he can't handle this stronghold. He cannot. He cannot. It's a stronghold is what that is. Card 10, the moon. So I feel as though people have been covering for this person. And they've been doing it for quite some time by way of, amping up media and social media and communication piece to cover up what is transpiring. But what happens when certain individuals, certain spirits become aware of it, they come together and they create a catastrophic event to alert people as to what that means by way of the media. So that's exactly what that is. And I'm going to explain something to you. They've been explaining this stuff to people for quite some time. For quite some time about what is occurring in the West. And people have not been paying attention or listening. And they are monitoring us, and they are watching us, and they are doing these things, even on a smaller scale. And you'll be very surprised who is studying and watching you. Okay? You're not crazy. This is how life works. We are being monitored and watched and studied. Okay? All right. So, and you have to be very tactful in how you, just like with rap, you have to tell it in a rhythmic fashion, because once things have been revealed, those spirits will do something to you. So the best thing, they tell you to tell it in a rhythmic fashion, okay? That's what rap came about. But you're going to realize how babies are born, as they say. Okay? So I am going to close out this podcast for today, but I do thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.